everyone, this is Jennifer Davis, and I am wanting to shoot this video really quick for you because I am noticing on Facebook that everybody is complaining of seasonal threat issues. Now, what do I mean by seasonal threat? Well, we know fall is coming, and even though it's still really warm out, our changes in the air are coming through. The wind is blowing differently. We've got different trees in bloom, different weeds and plants in bloom. So we're noticing a huge increase in different seasonal reactions to these things. So what I want to do really quick is tell you what I do for those things. Some things to try with your essential oils that you might find work really well. And I'm just going to give you like 3 basic options. There's actually a lot of different ways that you can overcome this, but I'm going to do 3. Just 3. We're going to keep it simple. And these 3 options are actually oils that most people have on hand. So that's why I'm going to go with them. So the first thing that I try is there are many blends out there of essential oils. And I like blends because what they do is they put a chemistry together that we're not getting in single oils. And so we get a different type of benefit. It's not the same as going and mixing all these different oils together on your own. A blend is very carefully constructed by somebody who knows the chemistry of essential oils. So I like to leave that up to the professionals. So the blend I want to share with you is actually a respiratory blend. It supports the entire respiratory system and helps with making breathing a little bit easier. And what I do with this respiratory blend is I just put a little on my finger. And sometimes I might inhale it out of my hands, but you can just put a little under your nose, maybe a little bit here, and even on the chest, if it's that bad, if maybe your issue is affecting more of the chest area. But for me, I usually have more of the upper respiratory issues that come with that. So the respiratory blend, typically you'll find this with like eucalyptus, peppermint, maybe a citrus oil, rosemary, and then now my almost favorite oil to support the respiratory system is cardamom, and that's in the respiratory blend. So I really like those oils. You can diffuse those too. So in your home, diffuse the respiratory blend. I like to add a little extra lemon to it, and you can put that in the bedroom at night when you're sleeping or during the day in the house. But that's a really fantastic oil. So I prefer to use that one in a diffuser or just topically. It is not an internal oil. It is meant for topical and aromatic use only. Now, the other thing that I do is 3 oils actually together, and that is peppermint, lavender, and lemon. Those 3 oils I find work super, super fast. And I like them in a shot glass with water. I do 2 drops each in a shot glass, and I just keep refilling it with water until I'm getting most of that oil out. There's something to be said for those oils in the mouth, and that's because we have little blood vessels under our tongue, and that helps us get those essential oils very quickly distributed to the areas of our respiratory system that are being affected by these seasonal threats. And so I do it that way. Now with kids, you can apply those oils maybe around the neck. You can do it out of the hand. I also like to just use lavender as well. It's a great oil for those things. Now, you can diffuse those oils as well, but for me, I notice that the best results happen when I get those oils into my mouth very, very quickly. Another thing that I do, if maybe I don't have those all on hand, I always have peppermint. I do not leave the house without it. It's one of those oils that I recommend every single day because it's got some really fantastic benefits. But I just take my peppermint and I put a little bit on the thumb and I press it into the roof of my mouth. What that does is it opens everything up very, very quickly. It wakes me up too, and I'm on the road right now, so I've been using a lot of that one. Now, for times when you have maybe some irritation in the face, like sneezing, I hate sneezing, or that feeling where you need to sneeze, I will use a little bit of lavender and I will actually drop it under my tongue. So that's my third option. I find that this one works really fast for that sneezing, that irritation that you get with those seasonal threats. So I just drop it under my tongue just like that. I usually end up getting 2 drops. I aim for 1, but it works really, really well. Doesn't taste great, but it does work. And it saves you a lot of money too, because 1 drop doesn't cost that much. Now for little kids, what I would do with this one is you can maybe take your finger and just get a little bit of oil on there, rub it under their tongue like that. That's one thing that you can do. Whew, that one's a little strong. But it won't hurt them. It doesn't taste great. But again, you can chase it with a little bit of water. I would do that with my 8-year-old, maybe my 2-year-old. I'm sorry, not my 2-year-old, my 5-year-old. My 2-year-old, what I do with her is I take a little bit of that lavender and I just swipe it into the sinus. Kind of watch her, make sure she doesn't rub it into her eyes. I might add a little bit of coconut oil over the top of it to tone it down a little. Slows down that absorption so that she has maybe a longer result with that oil. And we just move on with our day. So there you have it. Oils for seasonal issues.